the past few days, one of the stories that has dominated the news is the protest in Coligny in the northwest, which is an area where we saw the killing of a 16-year-old boy allegedly for stealing a sunflower. So this morning, Palesa, together with the SABC News Team, we've got two reporters there as well. They're in the area for a conversation with the residents and other stakeholders as well. So let's cross over to her and find out what we can expect from this morning's show. Palesa, good morning to you.
Leanne, it's a very good morning to you and a very good morning to our viewers at home. As Leanne rightfully said, we're coming to you live from Coligny in the northwest province, this morning. This is a very small town, I must tell you, with a population of about 2,271 people living in this area. So it used to be one of those quiet areas previously. Of course, this is until a few weeks ago when violence erupted in this area, erupting, of course, as a result of a killing of a 16-year-old boy, who was allegedly killed by two white farmers, allegedly for stealing sunflowers in one of their farms. So we are in this area this morning just to talk to all the stakeholders involved. We have the political parties who've been very vocal on this issue. We have civil organization, and importantly, we have the provincial government to talk to us about their renewal program that they have to enforce peace and reconciliation amongst the residents of this area. I must tell you, Leanne, and the viewers at home, that when we got here yesterday in just before lunchtime, we got to drive around this area. Like I said, it's a very small area, and we got to interact with some of the residents. Majority of them are saying that racism has become part of their life, that, you know, they no longer even feel that it is something that is wrong that is happening. They mentioned a few shops here. Apparently some of the workers in one of the shops, they get to wait when they come in the morning for work, and when they leave as well, or when they leave the shop, they are also wait. If there's a difference in their weight, then it means that they ate the food that is being sold in one of the shops. So we got to go to the shops, we got to go to some areas just to experience what the residents were telling us about. But most importantly, we even got to sit down with the parents of Mahlomola. They live in a squatter camp not far from where we are. The squatter camp is called Scotland. It's a new area. Apparently they moved into that area late December last year. So we sat down with them just to hear the side of the story. Devastating conversation that we had with the mother and the father, breaking down, of course, and telling us about the injuries that their son succumbed to. So they are going to be here as well. They'll relay and talk to us about their experiences, what the father saw, and the processes in terms of them being called to the government mortuary to go identify their boy. But most importantly, they also have concerns in the manner in which the police handled this entire case. There was a witness apparently, but they'll be telling us more about that. Make sure that you do stay tuned to that one. But we also have our two reporters. Ulebogeng Khosilenzu will be in the location. She will be interacting with some of the residents to hear as to how things look. But I must say that these come in this area, although there's still, the area is still a little bit tense. You see a whole lot of police nyala around the area when you drive. More so in town, you don't get to see them in the location. But here in town, at every corner, there's a police nyala, huge police presence in this area. So we'll be crossing to Ulebogeng Khosinzwe, who is in the location. And later on, we'll also be crossing to the Kerk, just a few meters where we are this morning. That is where our reporter, Nicolene Smallman, is this morning. And she'll be interacting with the wide community of this area. They did not want to come to where we are, fearing for their safety. That is what they say. But we'll get to hear more about, how things are handled. And of course, going forward, as we do know that the provincial government under Premier Supra Mahuma Pilu, they came up with a task team to look into this issue and make sure that everything goes back to normality in this area. So there is so much to talk about in this area. Make sure that you do stay tuned to that one, as we'll be having some panel discussion when we come back from this ad break.